There's one animal that is the perfect ambassador for the ocean, and that's the Orca, or killer whale. In just a few minutes, you'll meet SeaWorld's killer whales. First though, let's find out more about these remarkable animals. Orca, or the killer whale, is the most widely distributed mammal on Earth. They can be found throughout the ocean, all around the world, including in the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Southern, the Indian, and the Pacific Oceans. No other single marine species lives in as many different ocean habitats or is as directly reliant on as many different types of marine life as the killer whale. More than any other marine animal, Orca is the very embodiment of our shared global ocean. Until about 2 decades ago, scientists didn't know that there were actually several different varieties or ecotypes of killer whales. With effort and observation, however, we discovered that there are actually 10 distinct ecotypes, each differing in size, behavior, diet, lifestyle, and appearance. A striking characteristic of the orca is their black and white skin. This camouflage is called disruptive coloration. In a murky environment, this coloration can make them difficult to detect. Killer whales are counter-shaded. Their top surface is darker than their surface underneath. From below, looking up, they blend in with the light from above. From above, looking down, they're invisible against the dark pits. Killer whales are warm-blooded and breathe air just like we do. Killer whales are the largest members of the Delphinidae, or dolphin family. As you can see, they have impressive physical characteristics. Orcas have keen eyesight, both above and below the water. The dorsal fin of an adult male can be up to 6 feet in height. The powerful pectoral flippers and tail fluke can propel them through the water at a high rate of speed with great maneuverability. Their top speed is nearly 30 miles per hour. Killer whales use echolocation to hunt and to communicate. Communication is also accomplished through tail slaps, breaching, and vocalizations. You'll experience a variety of natural killer whale behaviors during orca encounter today. We ask our whales to replicate natural behaviors such as breaching, spy hopping, and tail slaps. While awe-inspiring and entertaining for our guests, these behaviors are also essential to maintaining the health and well-being of the killer whales in our care. Much remains to be understood regarding the Orca. One thing we do know, however, is that across the globe, they face real challenges as the general health of the prey populations and habitats on which killer whales depend suffer due to changes in the environment. In just a few moments, you'll encounter SeaWorld's killer whales and learn even more about these fascinating animals. As the most widely distributed mammal on Earth, the killer whale is uniquely positioned to represent the beauty, power, and fragility of the ocean.
Hi.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adam. On behalf of our killer whale training team, I'd like to welcome you to Orca Stadium. Being a part of SeaWorld's mission is more than just a job. We are proud of what we do, and it is a privilege for us to care for, build relationships with, teach, and learn from these amazing animals. Now more than ever, we are honored to share our relationships with the whales and what we have learned with all of you. And now, SeaWorld proudly presents Orca Encounter!
Our world has one interconnected ocean. A vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
Katina, the matriarch of our killer whale family, and her daughter Nalani, demonstrating their incredible size, speed, power, and complex learning abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations of our guests to care about our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We're going to see all that and more. These behaviors contribute to an environment that is full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Today, we'll see the whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors strengthen social bonds and enable them to problem solve as a group. Working together as a team makes them the ocean's top predator. Scientifically known as Orca, but commonly referred to as killer whales, here at SeaWorld, we like to call them Katina, Nalani, Malia, Trua, and Makayo, our killer whale family. Makayo is our youngest whale at just 13 years of age, and our oldest whale is Makayo's mother, Katina, who is 48 years old. Katina, as I mentioned, is also the matriarch of our pod. SeaWorld's animal training techniques create a language between us and the whales. It's a language of learning through positive reinforcement, encouragement, commitment, and care. Through these techniques and our relationships, the whales learn to trust us. They even learn to take an active role in their very own health and well-being. We dedicate entire training sessions to training what we call husbandry, or healthcare behaviors. These are behaviors in which we are asking the whales to help us take care of them. Maybe something simple like just laying in front of us in a specific orientation so we can take a look at a part of their body, all the way up to collecting various samples, including urine samples, fecal samples, blood culture samples, and blood samples. In fact, one of the very first husbandry behaviors that we train is a position in which we would ask for a voluntary blood sample. The whales learn to roll ventral, or upside down, and present us with their tail flukes. Not only does this give us a great view of their entire body, but it also gives us access to blood vessels that are easily seen on the white undersides of these tail flukes. Our veterinarians will collect the blood sample at least once a month, and the whales are trained to remain calm and relaxed throughout the procedure. Now, as trainers, you'll commonly see us rubbing down or massaging the whales, whether on their backs, their bellies, their pectoral flippers, or those tail flukes. The whales have very sensitive skin, and this is just one way that we can reward them for remaining calm during procedures like this. It's also a great way for us to strengthen our relationships with the whales. Now, another important diagnostic is weighing the whales. And we're able to weigh the whales by asking them to slide their bodies out of the water, but onto a giant killer whale-sized scale located in one of our adjacent pools. Now, when a whale slides out of the water, you'll notice their portion of their body, from their dorsal fin down to their tail flukes, remains in the water. That's called the peduncle. It's the powerhouse of the killer whale. It's very muscular and very heavy. In fact, natural athletic behavior that we see in all killer whales is the ability to lift that portion of their body with such force that they can completely turn before we enter the water. So, in a scenario where we need to get an accurate weight of our killer whales, we simply ask them to raise that tail up and out of the water. Training this posture ensures accuracy, so we know our younger whales are growing properly and that our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales and for us.
Hey everybody, we're over on the left side of the stadium, and we just learned that killer whales love to play. But did you know that they actually learn a lot by playing and through observational learning and mimicry? We're going to put that to the test with our youngest whale, Makayo, and everybody here on the left side of the stadium. So, if you guys would like to help out, participate, stay right where you are, but stand up. We're going to play a little game of killer whale follow the leader, and you guys are the leader. So, on the count of 3, all I need you to do is keep your arms to your side. You're going to spin in a circle 2 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, spin! He's watching. And he's got it! Good job, everybody! Thank you so much. You guys can have a seat. As you can see, Makayo is paying very close attention to you guys. Killer whales have great eyesight below and above the water and can often be seen jumping completely out of the water to get a better look around. Makayo's going to demonstrate that now with the behavior we call a bow. When you see him, give him a great big cheer! Excellent! Okay, right side of the stadium, it's your turn to help out. Everybody stand up. I'm going to teach you the hand signal for a side reach. Watch close. You're going to hold 2 fingers out in front of you. You're going to throw those over your left shoulder. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent breach signal, everybody. Now, killer whales will breach for a number of reasons. Sometimes to get a better look around, maybe to scratch an itch, to stun their prey, but many times it's to show off and let the other whales know that they have arrived. Oh, that was a big splash. Don't worry, there is more where that came from. Let's hear it for our 2 male killer whales, Makayo and Trua. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that would be impossible to obtain in the wild. Some information, however, can only be gained through field research, and that's why SeaWorld partners with such research groups as the Norwegian Orca Survey and NOAA to advance global education. We've learned that killer whales are powerful animals, but perhaps the best expression of that power can be seen when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal can be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will teach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create baits that knock animals like penguins or seals from icebergs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
So killer whales create waves when they hunt, and they use their powerful tail fins to stun their prey. You're about to see a demonstration. For our whales, it's a high-energy activity session, but for all of you, it means it's time to get wet! As you can see, killer whales are amazing athletes. They can eat several hundred pounds of food every day. Now in the ocean, their diet depends on where they live and the time of year. Unfortunately, overfishing, pollution, and other factors are having a serious impact on some killer whale populations.
Killer whales are impressive animals. It's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassador for the ocean, limitless, connected, powerful, but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable. Don't give up. Be inspired.
The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming. But together, we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore.
The killer whale story is still being written.
And there are simple things we all do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow
And change